Hello everyone, welcome back to KCD. This is the second bonus video of the last session of the game, or the last video of the game, I should say. We did finish in part 48, but I wanted to go back and do the monastery mission as two bonus videos, just to bring up the video count up to 50. Now, I have just done my Woman's Lot DLC videos, and that was going to be session 3. I staked that in the first video of that. That will come after this one has finished. Now, the reason why I say that now is very, very simple. There's a little bit of a what's the word? I changed my mind, is what I'm trying to say. For the videos in question. So this is going to be another bonus video where I go around and do the monastery missions. It's a bit slow at this point, so I'm going to go for, it'll be over an hour. I can see it being over an hour, but the next lot of videos to come out will be Teresa's story, and then after that will be Yohunka's, and then the Band of Bastards. They're the 3 other DLCs that I haven't done yet. Now, the Yohunka DLC is actually a hidden DLC that you don't actually know, if you're not actually aware of it, is actually there. You do see Yohunka and Teresa in the art for the Woman's Lot, but unless you know that if you complete her her tasks that she sets for you, meat and all that kind of stuff, you wouldn't know that they exist. You wouldn't. Ugh! So let's go and find these 2 that are...
Salve Domine. What would you like?
I'd like to ask you something about the Can you leave the monastery?
Well, where would you go? You have everything you need here. Anyway, all the doors here are closed and locked tight, so no one can get in or out. Ah, down the hatch.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
Leave me be. I want to sleep.
In the night, I overheard the cicadas in the cellar. They were talking about you.
Oh no. So it's still not over. This isn't a life in service of God. This is purgatory.
Lucas, what's going on?
What do you think? Just like you, I saw the cicadas drinking and playing hazard as if they were in a brothel.
You should have joined them.
Join them in their sinful pursuits. Yes, perhaps I should have, but I refuse to do it. I warned them if they didn't stop, I'd go and tell the prior. But instead of mending their ways, they vented their anger on me. You've picked the wrong people to make enemies of, Lucas, they told me. Now I can't even count how many days and nights I've spent locked up in solitary confinement for the tiniest offenses, or for no offense at all.
Is there something I can do to help?
Would you? I think all it might take is for you to go and sit down with them. Have a talk, set things straight, then they'd leave me alone. But I'm afraid even this path leads nowhere. They'd probably start hounding you as well.
I'm not afraid of them.
Brother, you have the courage I lack. May the grace of God be upon you. What's the meaning of this? Have you been possessed by an evil spirit?
I'm telling you. You little grass.
I'll say one thing, brother. This wine would grace the Pope's table.
I'm not so sure.
Brother. Stealing is a sin. You should know that as a Christian, and certainly as a monk. Even if I wanted to forgive you, I couldn't. Thou shalt not steal.
Very well, brother.
You have a weapon. Here in the monastery. I don't care where you got it or why, but clearly your intentions are not honorable. You failed to complete your trial period as a novice. You are hereby banished from the order of Saint Benedict. Be gone at once.
Huh? I got kicked out. Note to self, don't have the weapon on me.
What is it, brother?
I heard you've been mistreating Novice Lucas.
What's it to you?
I want you to put an end to it and treat him like you should. Like a brother.
Well, well. You've really grown a pair of angel's wings. You'd better be careful. Wings can get clipped. A few days rotting in solitary might remind you who's who around here.
You can't frighten me.
Whatever you say. For now, let's give you a day in solitary confinement. What do you say to that?
Solitary confinement? For what?
Not heeding a superior brother, rebelling against authority, overall impudence and impropriety. You'll have plenty of time to meditate on your transgressions when you're locked up in the bowels of the monastery. Don't you worry about Lucas. He deserves his punishment, that sodomite.
Are you fucking joking? I didn't even do anything. They locked me up in because I don't know if the threat will work. But unfortunately, I think I sat down with them. So it makes it very difficult now. Or did I sit down with them? I think I did.
Gregor.
I heard you've been...
What's it to you?
I want you to put an...
Well,
I couldn't care less who's around here. All I know is, there's me, a young man in his prime, and there's you, a decrepit old geezer who's about to get his face smashed in.
come now, brother. There's no need for such angry words. Nothing serious happened. We had a bit of a brotherly disagreement with Lucas, but that's water under the bridge. Please tell him everything's been forgiven, and he's got nothing to fear from us. Satisfied?
Thanks. I'm always glad when people can come to a civil agreement.
Beware of Lucas. He might corrupt you.
What do you mean?
He's a sodomite, a sinner. He might try to get you into the habit. Or out of it.
I'll decide for myself who I do and don't talk to.
Praise be to Christ.
I heard you've been...
What's it to you?
I want you to put an...
Well, well.
I couldn't care less who's around.
Come now, brother. There's no need for... We had a bit of...
Thanks.
Beware of...
What do you mean?
He's a Sodom.
I didn't know that. Thanks for the warning.
Not now, brother. After... This is not a good time. This is not a good time for...
Why are everyone else allowed?
Brother? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working...
You're right, brother.
This is your first warning. Don't do it again.
I can't fucking leave.
I spoke to the cicadas about how they've been treating you.
Really? Did you manage to convince them to leave me alone?
I turned the screws on them. They'll leave you alone now.
You've done it? You've stood up to the cicadas. You've earned my admiration and my thanks. Because now I know I can trust you, there's something I want to tell you. It's about Brother Antonius. I wouldn't like to say something that isn't true. God forbid I should cause harm by my words, but this is something I'm sure of. Novice Antonius is lying to us.
What makes you say that?
He claims he's a merchant's son from Vlashim, and that he joined the order voluntarily. The thing is, I spent a great deal of time in Vlushim. I know it like the back of my hand. And no one even remotely like Antonius has ever lived there.
Are you sure? Because this could mean that...
It's true, or Canute isn't my name. That would be my secular name, by the way, but that's not important. I know Vlushim, and I know the local merchants there, and I've never seen Antonius among them. Why would he be lying if he had nothing to hide?
Thank you for telling me. I'll look into it.
Show them all that is good and holy, by his deeds even more than by his words, expounding the Lord's commandments in words to the intelligent among his disciples, but demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always...
I'm just trying to think how many are actually in this.
What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
I'm looking for something a little, unorthodox.
And what would that be exactly?
But since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by the roots.
I need to get some
as
wine.
they begin to appear.
You're not the only one. But I have to keep records of all the casks, and the prior checks on them. He'd notice any loss straight away. Just like our food, everything's rationed. So I'm sorry, but I'll have to disappoint you, brother.
I'm looking for lockpicks.
Lock picks? And what would you like those for?
And other bodily punishments. Knowing that it is written, the fool is not corrected with words.
I'd like to practice opening locks, just for the fun of it.
Well, why not? So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you? I put it all behind me as soon as I took the vows. But I do have a few lockpicks left. I'll trade them for food. Get me a bite to eat, and you can have your lockpicks. Can't say fairer than that, can I?
As follows. From Easter until the calends of October. When they come out from prime in the morning, let them labor at whatever is necessary until about the 4th hour. From the 4th hour until about the 6th, let them apply themselves to reading. After the 6th hour, having left the table, let them rest on their beds in perfect silence. Or if anyone may perhaps want to read, let him read.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
As not to disturb anyone else. Let none be said rather early at the middle of the 8th hour, and let them again do what work has to be done until vespers.
Gloria in excelsis Deo, et in terra pax homini.
Or sickly brethren should be assigned
What troubles you?
task or craft of such a nature as to keep them
I've read the abbot's book.
at the same time.
It says in there that you're not as saintly as you make out. Actually, it seems like you're as lecherous as a boring rut.
You broke into the abbot's quarters to spy on me? You won't get away with it.
I wasn't interested in your opinion about what I did. What interests me is you and what the book has to say about you.
I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm going to report you.
That is to say, he should show them all that is good and holy, by his deeds even more.
One peep out of you, and I'll tell everyone.
You wouldn't. You're not that stupid. But I'm not going to risk it. Have it your way.
For those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is, and should know that to him
Praise be to Christ, brother.
unless it leaves one whom he finds better in good works or in obedience, and let him not shut his eyes. Let him correct with verbal admonition the first and
So I
second
think what
time.
we're going to do is actually
But
maybe
bold,
finish.
hard, proud, and
Just realised
disobedient
that
characters,
maybe I wanna do a
he
few
should
videos
curb
where
at
I
the
do
very
different-
beginning of their ill-doing by stripes and other bodily punishments, knowing that it is written, "The fool is not corrected with words." And again, beat your son with the rod, and you will deliver his soul from death. The rule of Saint Benedict, readings on the spirit of silence. Let us do what the prophet says. I said, I will guard my way. I have set a guard to my mouth.
What troubles you?
I was mute and was humble, and kept silence even from good. Here the prophet shows that if the spirit
I've heard you're from Vlashim.
Yes, why do you ask? And more importantly, where did you hear it? Since I'm quite sure I've never told you. Honestly, the monks like to gossip more than old wives at the market.
Because I've heard otherwise. You aren't from Vlashim. You made it all up.
And who told you that? Whoever it was, he's a liar. It's complete nonsense.
I found a dagger in your stash.
And why shouldn't you have? I did hide it there after all. Do you often go through other people's belongings?
Well then, I have a question for you. I think you know what it is. What does a monk need a dagger for?
That dagger's the only thing I have left of my father. It was in our old shop, under the counter. Father kept it there to protect himself from thieves. When I was little, I admired that dagger so much. I asked Father if he'd give it to me when I was older. He always said yes, but only after he was dead.
Go on, please.
Now Father's dead and I'm here. That piece of steel is the only thing I have left from the outside world. I know it's not suitable for a monk, but I can't part with it. Now you can give it back to me. Thou shalt not steal.
Here it is.
Thank you. It means a lot to me.
I have everything we need for the escape.
Excellent. Straight after Vespers, we'll meet in the dormitory. We'll have to get it all done before the monks have finished dinner.
What exactly is your plan?
We're going to prepare a little riddle. Take everything with you and don't...
Good. Once evening mass ends...
Weak or sickly brethren should be assigned a task or craft of such a nature as to keep them from idleness. I am not to overburden them or drive them away with excessive toil. Their weakness must be taken into consideration by the abbot. The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on the abbot. Therefore, when anyone receives the name of abbot, teaching. That is to say, he should show them all. And what he is called, and should know that to whom more is committed, from him more is required.
Talk to me, brother.
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I want you to prepare. Once you finish them,
Can't sleep. But since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by the roots as soon as they begin to appear. Remembering the fate of Heli, the priest of Sidon, the well-disposed and those of good understanding, let him correct with verbal admonition the first and second time. But bold, hard, the very beginning of the ill, stripes and other bodily punishments, knowing that it is written, the fool is not corrected with words. And again, beat your son with the rod, and you will deliver his soul from death.
et in spiritum sanctum Dominum et vivificantem, qui ex Patre Filioque procedit, qui cum Patre et Filio simul adoratur et cum glorificatur, qui locutus est per prophetas. Kyrie eleison, Christe eleison.
What do you desire, brother?
I've finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found...
Okay, let's now wait till 12.
Peace be with you, brother.
Talk to me, brother.
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you.
Gloria in excelsis Deo, et in terra pax hominibus bone volunt.
I couldn't have written it better myself.
Wait again. Now I am going to reload after we complete this section, and probably do another. This probably will be an hour and a half video, and the reason why is because I want to know what there are other quests that you can do, but this is taking quite. Oh shit. Anyway, let's get up to the dormitory and meet with
Peace be with you, brother. Praise be to God. For a moment there I was worried you weren't coming. Give me... And here's where you dragged my lifeless body.
This has to be the stone that hit him. I'll take a piece of it. Maybe someone will recognize it.
Can't fucking get up this stupid steps.
Thank you for helping me out. Now we must each go our own way.
I was glad to help. I did what I needed to do and no one got killed.
Now, get the hell out of here. Steal the first horse I come across and ride until dawn, far, far away from here. I was thinking... Here. Take this. Show it to those cutthroat bastards. And tell them you found it on me. That should convince them. Especially when they hear about the outcry here after the Friars found out we've gone.
Your lucky die?
In a manner of speaking. Hope it brings you more luck than it brought me. Thank you. Thank you for letting me live, Brother Gregor.
My name's Henry.
All right, Brother Henry. May God be with you.
Can I go back inside?
Where could our brother have gone?
Maybe not.
Aren't you meant to be in the monastery, lad?
Nope.
What are you doing here? You're playing truant from the monastery, aren't you?
For the love of God! Take care.
Monk Scott, what are you doing here? You're playing truant from the monastery, aren't you? What are you doing here? You're playing truant from the monastery, aren't you?
So what if I am? Alright, so that is that way of doing things, but I want to load just after we get in to the monastery. Let's do this one.
What troubles you?
What are you doing here?
What does it look like? Drinking.
But we're all monks.
Youngster, when you're as old as I, you'll understand.
I think I better make myself...
Where would you be going? Sit down with us and have a drink and a game or two. Do you play dice?
I'd rather go to bed.
Go, brother, go. Be fresh and alert for tomorrow's work. We'll just drink this down and then we'll be leaving too.
Right. This is before I do anything with these two. So we're going to save it on this one. And I'm going to tell them, I'm going to tell the prior. Actually, I'm going to inform them about what's his name.
Gregor, talk to me.
I need to tell you about Brother Nevlis's transgressions.
Well, well, well. The Honourable Brother Nevlis has broken the rules. Let's just hear what you have to say. What has he done?
He wanted me to steal a forbidden book.
Ha! I knew it. A would-be abbot enticing a novice to commit such a heinous deed. He'll finally get what's coming to him. Did he tell you what he needs it for?
He said he wanted to cast spells and summon demons.
You're exaggerating. No one would believe that. But if he could... Thank you. Your honesty and piety does you credit.
What's there left to drink to?
To our fresh young novices, our swift steeds, and our boundless cellars. What troubles you?
What do you desire, brother?
I wonder what Teresa's doing now. I could stop by and see her again.
No, you can't, Henry. You're in the monastery right now.
Peace be with you, brother.
Factorem celi et terrae, visibilium omnium et invisibilium, et in unum Dominum Iesum Christum.
Okay. Whoa.
Can't you see where it...
Fuck?
The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is called, and should know that to whom more is required. Let him make no distinction of persons in the monastery. Let him not love one more than another. Or in obedience. And let him not shut his eyes.
You wretched boy, what have you done to me? Why did you tell the prior about that book? And to lie on top of it all. Get out of my sight! What troubles you?
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for it. Concoct 2 bucks' blood. Once you finish them, you'll... Talk to me, brother.
You mentioned you need help with something. Can you tell me more about it?
So you've changed your mind. I need to find a cure for Abbot Peter's illness, but I can't do it by myself.
I don't want anything to do with it.
A pity. A real pity. I had hoped your soul would be uncorrupted and willing to help.
What happens if I just wait and don't do anything? Can I auto-brew something else? I don't want to fucking do this. I have to do it every single time.
What troubles you?
I finished my work.
Show me what you've... Brother, what will become of you? Oh, well, perhaps tomorrow you'll do better.
It's a mystery, one that'll be soon solved. It's a wonder the prior doesn't check everyone's breath in the morning, then he'd soon get his man.
Lorem ipsum, Dolor sit amen, consequetur adipis singeri.
The forbidden books must be in that cabinet.
Books stood in there out for your eyes to see.
What would you like?
Stop, Gregor!
Not now, brother. After Mass.
Brother? Brother Nevelis says that you didn't finish your work in the herb room. Have you lost your taste for honest labor?
I definitely was there. I did come a little late, so perhaps no one noticed me.
Really? This time I'll look the other way.
Not now, brother.
You spoke to me. I didn't speak to you. You spoke to me. Now I'm going to finish this off by talking to the abbot and dobbing in the what's it called? I want to do the other missions that you've got.
I'm a new brother, a novice, Gregor. I don't know my way around here yet. You're in charge of the whole monastery, aren't you?
Welcome amongst us. Yes, yes. The Lord wanted me to take over the abbot's duties in his absence, but mainly I'm a servant of God, just like you and all the other brethren. Before God, there's no difference between us. How do you like it here?
I don't know yet. Haven't been here long.
You're too humble. I'm sure you must have some opinion, but I won't pry it out of you.
I need to tell you something, but you won't be too happy.
Tell me, son, what's bothering you?
It's about some of the brothers. At night, when everyone else is asleep, they go to the monastery cellars to drink wine and play dice.
Are you certain? I had my suspicions, but if it's true, such offenses call for stern punishment, but not without proof.
Would you like me to find some?
That won't be necessary. I'll question them myself. I can tell when someone's lying to me. Tell me, Gregor, which brothers are we talking about?
The Circators, Stibor and John.
The Circators? That can't be true. For the love of heaven, John's declared himself a candidate for abbot.
If you go to the cellars at night, you'll see them yourself.
I'll look into it. I most certainly won't tolerate drinking or dice games in the monastery. And if Abbot Peter were here, he'd break his crozier over their backs. Thank you for letting me know, brother. It appears you're an honest and faithful Christian and a true follower of Saint Benedict. The Lord be with you.
You're welcome, Brother Prior.
Idleness and at the same time their weakness.
Gregor, talk. These people.
The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on the spiritual side. I said, I will guard my ways, that I may not sin with my tongue. I have set a guard to my mouth. I was mute. So important. Permission to speak should rarely be granted. Good, holy, edifying conversation. For it is written, you will not escape sin.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus.
Nonsense. Why would he do that? What good is silver to a monk?
I don't know. But a bowel's missing from the cellar, and most likely he's to blame.
Can you believe about peace be with you, brother?
Ah, Gregor, talk.
Gloria in excelsis Deo, et in terra pax hominibus bonet voluntatis.
In the night, I over...
Oh, no.
Lucas, what's going...
What do you think?
We should report them.
I agree.
I warned them if they didn't stop, I'd go and tell the prior. But instead of mending their ways, they vented their anger on me.
You've picked the wrong people to make enemies of, Lucas. They told...
What if I reported it?
Aren't you afraid they'd start hounding you as well as me? Trust me, brother. You don't want to know what it's like.
I'm not afraid of them.
Brother, you have the... May the grace of God be...
I've reported the cicadas to the prior. Their little nighttime festivities will soon end.
That's unbelievable. Thank you for your courage, brother. Now they're sure to leave us in peace. They won't want any more trouble with the prior than they already have. Because now I know I can trust you. I wouldn't...
What makes you say that? Are you sure?
It's true.
Thank you for telling me.
What do you desire, brother?
So only after like the next day did things seem to... Let's see if sleeping will do anything.
Peace be with you, brother.
Not now, brother.
Can't you see we are...
We're not though, that's the point.
What do you desire, Brother Greg?
Praise be to Christ.
What is it, brother?
Okay. I'm just having a think because I want to do more videos on this, but it gets very, very, very boring when you keep having to do the same stuff over and over and over and over. So, let's load game. I want to see what happens if we do it this other way. Maybe help them. I don't really know. So,
What do you desire, brother?
Ah,
Ah, Gregor.
Day, what troubles you?
Oh man! Why is it not working?
Ah, Gregor.
I'm a new brother.
Well, how'd you like it?
It's wonderful here.
I'm glad to hear it. May your
You know what? I think this has reached its point where there's nothing else for me to do. If people ask me to, I'll do another video of trying to get the other quest lines done. But I think that's going to be it. We've now reached video 50. Now, except for the other videos that are in the DLC, that's all I really need to do. So I think we probably will carry on from this kind of point. But I probably will just will kill Pios or whatever. I'll load a game after I've left and then go and see Saradzic and get the Band of Bastards DLC started. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll see you all in the DLC, which the first video will be a woman's lot. I have recorded that previously to this, so I'll leave you in my past selves more than capable hands. Ciao, guys.